Hey guys, good morning. It's Lisa here. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to hold my camera this morning without my phone getting in the way. Today is Thursday. It is August the 16th of 2018, and I am 6 days post-op from a panniculectomy with abdominalplasty. And I'm going to give you kind of like a brief thing here. So I haven't checked in for a couple days. Things seem to be going pretty well. Yesterday I was a little more tired than I had been. Today I actually have to work for an hour and a half this morning. And then I have the rest of the day off. So I wanted to give you an update on what's going on. My wounds themselves seem to be doing fine. The drains are really a pain. So I totally get now, I forgot maybe a little bit when I had a drain from the actual surgery, what a nuisance the drains are, and how just you have to be careful, you have to be careful that you don't catch the tubing on anything because it pulls. And it pulls inside your body when you move certain ways and certain directions. So yeah, I am anxious to be done with those. My left one is not outputting nearly the same amount as my right one is. So we'll see what happens with the drains. Anyway, the other thing that I wanted to mention is what a pain the binder is. It's very difficult for me. I can't get it on and off alone. Definitely can't do that by myself. I have to have help from my husband. And even with help from him, it is really difficult to work with because it's just really not made for a torso, especially your lower part. Because you got to remember, I only had basically my stomach area and some of my mons done. So my hips still have the extra skin, my back still has the extra skin, my butt still has the extra skin. And you want to have your binder low on your body, covering your incision as much as possible. So therefore it has to go around your hips. So you figure it's like this, okay? So this being your waist, where your belly button is, and then it gets wider where your hips get wider. So it rolls on itself and it rolls up and it creates hot spots, etc. Binders are really a pain. This is going to be 3 weeks of really being very uncomfortable. However, I thought I was experiencing pain from the binder pinching me on my left hip and my right hip. Now, he really did an extended cut. I mean, he went really far on either one of my sides. So my smiley scar is really long. At any rate, I'm not really sure what happened, but I have a wound. I have one wound for sure that is probably, I'm going to say 2.5 to 3 inches long. Could even be a little bit longer. It's about an inch in width, and it's a fresh wound that I've been experiencing this burning sensation on my left hip area. And again, I thought it was just the binder pinching me and rolling up on itself and creating a hot spot. And so I really tried to ignore it till about midnight last night when I couldn't get to sleep because it was hurting so bad. And I rolled the binder up, and lo and behold, I mean, there's just fluid, weeping from a wound, weeping fluid all over the binder, all over my underwear, all over this piece of very, very thick gauze that I have between my body and the binder itself on the top. So Yeah, it's what it looks like. It looks like somebody pulled the skin off of me right there. That's what it looks like. And it's literally right underneath where my incision is. So there's a steri strip that was on it too. I'm trying to figure out what occurred. Now, I don't want to blame the PA, but I think I'm blaming the PA. And I'll tell you why. This is the same PA. I don't know if you guys recall a video a very, very long time ago where I talked about I was discussing my skin, and she pulled my skin apart by my belly button really hard, forcefully, and she ripped the skin there. And so then I had bleeding, weeping sores that I had to take care of. This is the same PA, and I don't get her very often, but this is the same PA that ripped off my wound vac dressing. And I mean, that was unbelievably painful when she pulled that thing off. So the only thing that I can think of is that she pulled my skin with the wound vac dressing, that it ripped my skin off. And because of this location where it was, I wasn't watching like her. I was trying to work on the other side of the wound, of the dressing, okay? So while she was working on the left side and ripping as fast as she could, and I kept telling her, wait, slow down, like it takes your breath away. That's how bad it hurt. I was sitting there trying to work on the right side slowly to loosen that part on my own so she wouldn't be ripping it quite as, whatever, hard. She was manhandling me, in my opinion. But anyway, so now I have this wound that I don't really know what to do with. So, I mean, it hurts. It burns like fire, like somebody's taking a hot poker and touching you with it. It's just so, it hurts so bad. So I like dried it off with a clean, a clean gauze thing. And then I put some triple antibiotic over it. And even just putting triple antibiotic on it burned. That is crazy. I mean, it burned like fire. So then I took a piece of that thick gauze the padding, and I laid it over that and held it there, and then kind of positioned the binder over it. Well, then I realized I'm getting one of these same spots on the other hip. So like the same pain. So I didn't dig or whatever. I just cut another piece of the thick gauze and covered that as well. And then we got the binder on. My husband and I got the binder on. I was up most of the night because it hurt so bad. So anyway, I'm going to be calling the doctor's office this morning at 9 a.m. to see if I can get in and be seen, because I don't want to take any risks with infection or anything like that. I want them to take a look at this because it's significant, and the size of it is significant. We're not talking like a little bit of an opening of the scar, because that's not what it is. This is a totally different thing. This is not the incision. It's literally right under the incision. And like I said, there's, she put steri strip glue, and then she put steri strips on after she took the wound vac off. And the glue was burning me. So that's why I really think that there was something there when she ripped the wound vac bandaging off. So, yeah. So that's where things are at this morning. I'm frustrated with that because, having to take another trip to the doctor's office. It's not like next door. It's 30 minutes away. And my husband is back at work today. So depending upon when they say, you can come in at such and such a time, I may be driving myself. Can I drive? Probably. I have not driven. We were waiting until Saturday to basically see how that went. But I mean, I could drive. Need be, I could drive. I just really didn't want to have to drive. So, yeah. Other than that, everything's going along okay. I mean, It's tolerable, guys. Definitely uncomfortable. You know, you have to be careful with what you're doing. You can't be lifting things. I'm starting to be able to straighten up a little bit more now. I still can't walk, you know, straight up and down. Showering is still not happening, so I'm still sponge bathing, which is really gross. I've only been able to wash my hair like once since I've been home. I need to do that again. It's just gross. I hate not being able to shower. I really do. But anyway, other than that, my kids are back in school and we're busy. So I will check in again later, guys. I didn't think this was going to be such a long video, but I'll check in tomorrow for my 1 week and my regular weekly update. Bye, guys. Thanks to everybody for checking in on me, and hello, everybody that's new to my channel.